Hello again, this is Chris with yet another script for you. This one kind of hits home because over the course of my career there's been a particular phrase that I've hated. Sorry, I get choked up just thinking about it. You ever worked on an animation for a long time? Like I was working on this football player who's running down the field and he fumbles the ball, and it was like the science of how he fumbles the ball. And working on that for about a week, get it all set up, thinking, yeah, this looks pretty good. We like this. And even the owner of the company is there. He's like, yeah, let's turn this in. So we do. We turn it in to the client. And the client watches it, and they seem pretty happy. Just out the gate, they're kind of ready to go, and then say, but you know what would help this? If we made it a little bit more dynamic. And I'm sitting there like, what the hell does that mean? Dynamic. Like, what? And, you know, it would always happen. So basically it meant just do it again and until we found something that magically they would like. You know, the client does get what the client wants. I remember at one point the guy I used to work with, he actually got mad at the client, and he's like, you know, there's no such thing as a make dynamic button. That doesn't mean anything. And so I got to thinking, what if there was? And so that's what we're doing today. We're gonna make a little animation about the teapot that wanted to be dynamic. It's an art piece. So let's just get a little quick animation for our teapot. Probably a little further away there. It's our little teapot that wanted to be dynamic. Okay, that'll work. So here's our initial camera. And now we're going to make this camera dynamic. That's the key to making things dynamic, is just mess with the camera. So let's go to scripts. I have it under tools, make dynamic camera. Now what this will do is it'll come up with a list of cameras that are compatible, so you can't accidentally use the wrong one. Currently that's a target camera or a vray camera that is targeted. In this case I have the one just regular target camera. So select that and hit make dynamic camera. And we did it. It's already dynamic. Look. It even feels like it. Of course nothing's changed yet, because what has happened is it has added list controllers to all of the relevant animation controls for the camera and for the camera's target. And then it's created this custom attribute modifier that has controls that all of those objects are then linked to. So basically, I'll show you better way. Select our camera, go to our animation tab, and you'll see there's a position list is the main controller for the camera, and then you have noise position. And it's the same with the camera's target. If you select the target, there's a noise controller in the target. Right now, all of the strength for these noises is set to 0. So nothing will change at first, but with a modifier on top of the camera, you actually get to control different noise controllers that affect the different attributes of the camera. For example, if we go in here, everything's set to 0 strength-wise. Speed is set to 0.05, so if we play, it looks normal. Let's turn off animation, and let's change the zoom factor to 1. Let's make it 5. Whoa, look at that. Maybe 1. 1's kind of neat. Maybe 0.5. Alright, it's a little fast, so we can change the speed of the noise. So that's cool. Let's give it a bit of a roll angle. Look at that. See it becoming more dynamic as we go. And we haven't even added shake to the target yet. Now you've got, let's make it look like there's some cameraman behind the camera trying to focus on everything. Let's just add some shake there. Pretty cool. This teapot is looking quite dynamic, if you ask me. Now, with the click of a button, let's put him in an earthquake. Oh yeah. Earthquake teapot of doom. Or, you know, Maybe just a controller. Maybe both. That's quite chaotic. We can make the speed faster. Whoa! Look at that. Let's go back. Let's go back again. And let's turn off the fractal. This is a kid's movie about the little teapot that was dynamic. Anyway, that's about all I have to say about this. It's a pretty straightforward camera shake script. Oh, you know what? That's inaccurate because it's all based on noises, and you don't want that to change at any point. You have control over the seed here if you want to switch things up. But at the end of the day, you really don't want all these controls available. They could mess something up. So I created a little bake camera button. So let's pause the animation and bake the camera. It's done. So if we go into our layer editor, we have our target camera and then the baked camera. So let's turn everything off but that. And let's go to our baked camera. So select it, and you'll see this is now just a non-targeted. It's a free camera that is baked. Sorry, maybe we want to bring our little teapot back. Probably be a good idea. Where's our teapot? There it is. It's our hero. So now we have a baked camera. This can be published to the animators, to the effects guys, so your lighting and rendering, and you get exported into your compositing suite, After Effects, Nuke. It's just a 3D camera that is baked. Done. See how quickly we did that? Went from some boring animation to a dynamic animation. Click of a button. Pretty cool. Anyway, guys, enjoy. Hopefully it saves you some time. I'm Chris. Goodbye.